So let's make the pattern you are seeing on the screen right now, and we're going to basically do the pattern without a last. So pick your cardboard paper, draw a horizontal line just as I'm doing now. So after taking that horizontal line, we are going to take a vertical line just somewhere around the center. So now I'm going to take a vertical line. I'm using my angle ruler to make sure that the line is straight. So to make sure I have angle 90 at that intersection, so I'll take a vertical line. Then after doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to take a measurement from that point where the two lines met, the intersection here, to somewhere here, 4 inches, 4 inches measurement, 4 inches. So here is the 4 inches. So from here to here, 4 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to draw another horizontal line at that spot, and as always I'll use my angle 90 ruler to make sure that the line is straight. Then after that, I'm going to take a measurement from this point to somewhere here, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. Here is the 1.5 inches. Then take another measurement from here to somewhere here, 1.5 inches again, 1.5 inches. So now from here to here is 4 inches. Then from here to here, 1.5 inches. Then from here to here, 1.5 inches. Hope it is understood. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to draw horizontal lines on those measurements. So after doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to take a measurement from here to somewhere here, half inch, half inch, half inch from that vertical line at the center here, half inch, and then I'm going to draw a line at that spot. So I'm just making sure the line is straight. So draw a line at that half inches from here to here, half inch. You draw this line. So the next thing we are going to do now, we measure from here to somewhere here, 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches from that half inch measurement. Measure again from here to here, 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. So here are the measurements. So now I'm going to draw a line at that measurement, but I'm going to make it a little bit slanty. You see what I'm doing? Just a little bit slanty. Then I draw a line at that 2.5 inches. Then come down to this spot again, slant the ruler a bit. I'm going to make sure it slants a bit. and then corresponds with the one at the top. So draw another line there. That's a 2.5 inches. So you see it is slanty. Now the next thing is we take a measurement from here to somewhere here, 1/2 inch on that vertical line at this spot, 1/2 inch. So then I'm going to draw a horizontal line at that spot. So I'm going to, from here to here, 1/2 inch. Then the next thing is to take another measurement from here to somewhere here, 0.7, 0.7, 0.7 inch. So I'm going to draw another horizontal line at that spot. So now I'm going to extend this line, this particular line, a bit to the 2.5 inches at the top. Then I'll stop it here. So now from here to here, 1/2 inch, from here to here, 0.7 inch, and then we are going to extend the last line to the end. So once we have done that, we are done with the first part of the pattern. So let me clean off the lines that are not useful. So now we already have the first part of the pattern, so let's cut it into shape. So here is the shape of the first part of the pattern. Now let us proceed. Pick another cardboard paper, then place this like this. You see how I am placing it. So make sure here corresponds. Leave a gap. You see where the edge of the second cardboard paper is, so it's after this line. So that's how you are supposed to place it. So the edge of the second cardboard paper moved a bit far away from the vertical line. You see the line. So now staple it and then draw this line. You see this line here? Place your ruler very close, leave a little gap, just a slight gap, and then because this second part of the pattern is supposed to be a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger, so you draw that line, then come over to this point too. You see where I am placing my ruler, leave a little gap again, and then you draw this line down. Then the next thing you are going to do, take a measurement from the tip here. You see these two tips? Measure from there, measure 1/2 inch. So here is the 1/2 inch. Then place your ruler on that 1/2 inch. Make sure it is straight. That is why I'm always using my angle 90 ruler to make sure the lines are straight. So once you set it properly, you draw a line at that spot. Then after that, I'm going to place my ruler again here at the edge here, these two edges. I'm going to bring the lines down. So now place my ruler there, just leave a slight gap from the first pattern, then draw the line down again. The reason why it has to be a bit wider than the one at the top is because the one at the top is resting on the second pattern, so you have to just give a slight gap. So now place your ruler also on this side, then take the line down. That is from that ½ inch, that last ½ inch we measured. So now we are done with that. The next thing, let's remove the staple. So once you have removed the staple, extend this line here to the edge. This one is already on the edge. So now we are going to cut the pattern, the second part of the pattern, into shape. So now we have the second part of the pattern. You see the two. Let's proceed. Now measure from here to somewhere here, 1 inch. That will be the overlapping of the second pattern under the first pattern. So ½ inch from the edge of the second pattern, then you take a line. These are the things that will help you to couple the pattern, so you can punch a hole at that spot to be able to mark it out on your leather when the time comes. So now you see the overlapping, so the line is going to rest here. You see it? That's where that line is going to lap. So now I'm going to staple this together. Then after stapling it, put it on your last, and then carefully cut off the excesses. While you are cutting, remember that the Birkenstock sole is going to take a lot of pattern because of the thickness of the width, so consider that. Now let's proceed. You have to now curve the edges of this strap here. Curve the edge, then come to this side, curve the edge, then come to this side too. You curve the edge just slightly, it shouldn't be too obvious. Then come here again, you curve the edge. So curve here, curve here, curve here and here. So the next thing, take a measurement from the tip here, this strap. Take a measurement from the tip here to somewhere here, 2 inches. So you draw this line. That's where your magic tape is going to stop, and also your stitching. So place your magic tape on both straps under, then stitch this way, go like this, come down, then do the same on the other side. So now to the final stage. The patterns are still together. So now measure from this edge here, from here to somewhere here, 2 inches, 2 inches. Then come to this side, take another measurement from the edge to somewhere here, 2 inches again, 2 inches. From the other side of the edge, 2 inch. Then now I'm going to draw lines on those 2 measurements. Then after drawing those lines, I'm going to, from here to here, 2 inches, from here to here, 2 inches, then measure 2 inches again from that line at the top, from here, this line here to somewhere here, 2 inches again, 2 inches. So here's the 2 inches, and then I'm going to draw a line at that point. So I'm done doing that. Now we're going to cut off this part. We're going to cut off this part. Let's do that. So this is what we have. You can see it. Now the pattern is ready. So you see it. Let's try it out on the last, and this is what we have arrived at. So follow the same procedure, use the same measurements, and you are going to get the same result. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates, because more videos are still coming on the way. Click on the first video on your screen to register for my private online classes. So click on that video. You will see details on how to register for the classes. So have a nice day, and see you in my next video.